Matt, I wanted to bring up eventually during this hour some intriguing games in the Pac 12, but we can save that near the end, except for one game, because this is an
Okay.
obvious comparison point, of course. And I don't want to make that comparison because there's a number of, we know that matchups in football, like fights, kind of make the game to a certain extent. So it's difficult to make the exact comparison. Okay, well, Oregon State beat San Jose State by 31, so they'd beat USC by 3. Well, that's obviously ridiculous. And they're a much different team, different approach. They love to run the ball control. DJ's going to run it a ton himself, you would think. So there's a lot of things that we need to discard, but still, San Jose State, Oregon State, this game in San Jose, it'll be interesting to see how well and how easily the Beavers dispose of San Jose State and in what fashion.
Yeah, and so the two obvious points, like, can DJ Uiagalelei, play well such that like he can create the uneven playing field which existed this past weekend for USC against San Jose State, like Caleb Williams against San Jose State, as the ancient Romans might have said, nolo contendere, no contest. When you have an elite player against San Jose State. But is DJ Uiagalelei an elite player, or is he still Chuck Knobloch, Steve Sachs, Rick Ankiel with the throwing yips? So that's one part of it. But the other part of it is that Oregon State, Connor Johnson's in the chat. I know that like he's raring to go and this is a CBS game and it's a Sunday game. So like Oregon State gets this spotlight on CBS. Even if DJ has the throwing yips, Oregon State can just mash. Like we've seen it. We saw it against Oregon. That's why USC played Utah and not Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game. And so like, can Oregon State just mash if DJ is not playing his best football? Like that is, to me, the operative question of that game. And it's worth noting, and I think this is where we segue to USC's offensive line. How concerned should we be?